Welcome, connoisseurs of fine common cardboard, to today's live stream and to this gameplay video where we've got my co-host Clay, we've got Alex, Bacon Master here, and we've got Wales, a couple of great community members here to take us through a great game of cPDH. We've got a 4-player pod here with Bacon Master in position 1 using his build of Tatyova Benthic Druid. And confirming that we are indeed living in a Simic conspiracy, we have my co-host Clay here in position 2 with Tatyova Benthic Druid. And we've got the team bottom, team 3rd position, 4th position here with Wales on Battlecry Goblin, which actually has been remarkably effective. This deck produces a ton of damage, and I couldn't be happier to have another aggro player here to help me punch these Simic players in the face. And then myself on the latest hot stuff, we've got Gollum, Patient Plotter, and we're going to be doing Tempt. We're tempted by the ring, and we're going to be doing stuff associated with that. So it's going to be a little bit complicated, but I've put a little graphic on screen here to show exactly what the ring does with the 4 stages, so you all can keep track and play along there. We've got our positions, and we have our opening hands. So, Alex, would you like to lead us off?
Sure. I'm going to start with a Halimar Depths. Enters tapped. I look at the top 3, and I can put them back in whatever order I want. And then I'll pass turn.
Draw. Ooh. Rhode Island. Expedition map pass.
Draw for turn. Play a mountain. Cast a Goblin Blast Runner. 1/2 has menace and +2/+0 if I sacked a permanent this turn, and I'll pass.
All right. Swamp. Viscera Seer. Go.
Okay. Untap, draw. Play a forest. I'm going to tap 2 for a Cloud of Fairies. When it enters, I untap 2 lands. Then
Hot.
tap 2 for Scaled Herbalist. Pass turn.
Look what he's doing, guys. He's a threat.
Gotta go fast. We're all going fast. This is pod racing, folks.
I got little 1/1 to keep me safe from the Goblin Blast Runner.
And a 1/3
Yes.
scaled herbalist.
Yes.
Let's see.
I can tap to put a land from my hand onto the field.
That's right. And welcome, folks who are just coming in here. Glad to have you here.
Yeah. Is that what we do? Is that what we do?
Let us know if the audio is coming through. If you're on like middle audio, how are we all sounding? Give me a thumbs up if we're coming through loud and clear.
Is that what we do? I think that's what we do. Okay. I think we're going to put this Simic Growth Chamber into play. I'll tap for a blue, but it doesn't really do anything. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then we pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a mountain. And cast Battlecry Goblin.
Get that.
No
money.
time like the present.
And then Clay is wide open.
But
and Alex
I
is
can
doing...
punch at Clay because he doesn't have any blockers.
Right.
Your stuff can punch through what? Can you punch?
I'll send a 1/2 at Clay.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can't punch through the scaled herbalist. Got it.
And then
Yeah,
I'll
he's
pass.
Got a fat
Okay.
butt.
Taking, what is it, 1?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do that. Yeah. One at you, Clay.
Aha.
Surprise. And we got Gollum.
What up, Gollum?
Gollum! Gollum!
It's such cool art.
My precious. Pass.
All right. Untap, draw.
Alex is in chat. Look, Mom, it's me. Look, Ma, no hands.
I'll play Island for turn. I'm going to tap this to play Riveteer's Overlook. When it
Hot.
enters, I can search for a swamp, mountain, or forest, so it's going to have to be a forest. So this is going to go to graveyard. I will gain a life. I'm going to search my library for, I look right on top,
Life gain. Hey, you stop
Forest.
that.
and then I'll shuffle my library. Close that. No, I don't want him out. There we go. I will then pass the turn.
Okay. Neat. Snow-covered island. We'll sacrifice this.
That's
Brian, is
not a
Alex the
struggle.
scary one out of the two right now?
They don't have a Simic growth chamber, but with a high tide, the Cloud of Fairies can do the thing. So he's got kind of like two pieces of two different combos, right? Cloud of Fairies is going to be
Pretty
the Flicker
much.
combo. Scaled Herbalist is going to be the Tidal Bore combo. Clay is tutoring up his combo piece, and he already has the growth chamber, but he doesn't have anything else. There's no land. What do they call those? It's like there's untappers, but then there's the ones that put lands into play. Scouts.
I think they call them land idiots, is what I heard.
Land idiots. Huh. I don't know.
I just call them land untappers and land tappers is what I call them. So,
Interesting. Feels like we need a. Yeah, I heard the term
Moniker?
Grave Flicker
1, 2,
recently, and I was
3,
like,
4,
God, that's a
5,
great
6.
name for like Undying Evil effect.
I kind of like just calling them undying effects, though.
Yeah. Not all of them are actually undying, though, right?
Yeah.
We'll discard a forest.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, like Undying, people tend to know what that means, but Grave Flicker just it's like captures what it does, right?
Yeah.
All right, on to you, Wales.
Oh. On top, I think there's also something to be said to applying pressure to Clay because I don't lose resources attacking Clay. Draw.
Yep.
Play a mountain. Cast an impulsive pilferer.
Hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can. I'm not able to swing with the Viscera Seer at Bacon, but I'll be able to
Infernal
swing.
Plunge. Sacking impulsive pilfer.
Sick.
That's wow you with a W.
Wow. Wow.
I have 3 red floating.
That's enough to actually encore the Pilferer. That's fucking
For
crazy.
the glory of Grizzlebrand.
I'll use 2 of it and cast a Desperate Ritual. Going
Wow.
up to 4 mana. Storm count 3.
I don't like it when people mention what the storm count is.
I'll use that to cast Empty the Warrens.
Oh my god. Well,
Yeah, this is-
I'm all about it.
I just happen to have 8 goblins here and put those on the board.
That's a start.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's realize the flavor of Battlecry Goblin.
Rage or what? What's the flavor?
So Battlecry is whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+.
Yep.
Your team gets +1
Yeah.
+0. Well, they turn that into a static ability where you could not static, a recurable ability.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Huh. I guess I never connected that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. So I have a lot of damage.
Well, I was looking for a quick game, and here we are.
Yeah.
I'll
you
activate
found it.
Battlecry Goblin. And who wants to get hurt? I mean, I kind of want to kill Clay real bad, just because we can take a player out. real early.
I think that the person with the actual combo pieces in play is the correct choice, but I understand the temptation.
I mean,
This is always a point of contention, right? So
Yeah, there's the correct
I
target.
could help. I could help.
yeah.
At some point in time.
There's
All right.
I will tell you, I have 3 cards in hand. I can't combo next turn, so that's
Move
all
to
I can tell you.
attackers. That's what you should say as a combo player.
Good
Clear
job.
attackers.
You got to be careful. The silvered tongue is the weapon of the combo player, though.
I will send everything at Alex.
Cool. How much damage is that?
Oh, I'm out of goblin
1,
tokens.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna make a goblin. It'll be a 1/1 also at Alex. So 8, that's 16, 19, 23, 24.
Hurt me, daddy.
Whoo! Sheesh! Holy smokes! That is hotter than the
7.
sun right there.
No blocks. Yeah, right. And now I pass.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, there is even that moment where it's like, how do I even deal with that? It's crazy.
Yeah, my hand was really good. I thought like I could do an opening gambit of allying myself with the Tatyova players if they like promise not to mess with me and I just kill you. But
yeah,
you know,
definitely big spooky.
you got wipes. You're good.
Let's go. Huh. How much damage do you have on board next turn if you have another land?
If I draw a land, I'll have. So I have 9, 11. 11 times 3 plus 1, 34.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's quite the pinch. I'm shocked that I'm actually like looking at you and wondering if you're kind of locked into swinging at the combo players and if I'm supposed to be stabbing you in the
No,
back.
No, I'll totally murder you at a whim.
Oh, I know.
Don't mind me.
But you might also lose to do so.
Because I mean, you are the control player here in my eyes as well.
I'm not. I don't have sweepers in this deck. So yeah,
okay.
It's different than what you would think. It's very aggressive. It's an aggro deck too. It's just it's not doing what you're doing. So
getting lucky, yeah. You should be better at getting lucky.
I'm gonna swing these 4 at you.
Oh, take 4.
This is
3 of his commander damage.
Just the first poke. It's
just the infighting begins, I guess. You get me to do all your dirty work, and you expect everything in return. But I'm just gonna murder you for it, right?
Maybe.
Do not trust.
Maybe. I mean, I'm. You're not probably able to kill both of them next turn, so I'll probably have to do that. But yeah, for the time being.
Well, maybe the Tatyova players have been my friends, and I just have misread the table.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't think friends hit each other for 24.
I was wrong. I was mistaken.
On your end step, I'm gonna cycle Tidal Terror.
Tidal Terror?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Maybe friends do hit each other for 24.
We're talking about this, but he's tutoring up Mystic Sanctuary right now. So
Ryan said he was my friend, and then he hit me. So.
Grabbing Mystic Sanctuary.
I just had
like,
a moderately the speed of a moderate hand is what I had.
It's like, I'm glad I have a friend to beat these combo players, and then he attacks the aggro player.
I mean, yeah, you've got damage to end the game for two players next turn.
No, I mean, I'd have to get lucky and draw a land,
yeah.
right?
I'm gonna play Broker's Hideout. I'm gonna sack it to gain a life, search for an island.
Oh, life gain.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I do.
Tasty.
That's what it do. Needed to get an island with that, which is a good thing for us.
That's literally all I can do, so I'll pass to you, Clay.
Sweet. Untap, win the game. I'm kidding.
No.
Do it. Do it right now.
Snow covered island. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna pay one. We're gonna ponder.
Yep.
Okay. Come on, baby, give it to me.
What was that? What's that card that you just cycled? The Kraken?
Oh, the
Tidal
Tidal
Terror.
Terror.
Tidal Terror. Yeah, I need to bring that up on screen here. This is a great card, by the way, chat. In a lot of decks, this is exactly the kind of thing I've been wanting to see from your Tatyova decks. Is like having more creatures that serve another function as well, because like this card can also just kill people. This is the new Shoreline Ranger.
Oh,
Very cool
it's
card.
not old border or old frame.
It is not.
Okay, so we're
And
gonna
it's harder to put
shuffle.
laser eyes on.
We're gonna shuffle it. Can't believe I'm doing that, but we're gonna shuffle.
I think I heard
What's up,
octopus
Chris?
have eyes on the end of their tentacles, like
Oh,
some way
do
to
they?
see.
I know their
think.
brains can, or their tentacles operate as if they have different brains. Like
Yeah,
they
I
have
think they have,
like a degree of independence to them.
I think they
But
have
I don't know
independent
about
vision or
eyeballs.
something.
Maybe
I don't know about
like,
eyeballs, but
maybe
like
if it's not
vision.
eyeballs, it could be just like other forms of like hypersensitive sensory arrays, which would make complete sense.
Whoa,
It's like
3
their
hearts.
brains distributed between their arms.
Okay.
I mean,
here we
I think
go.
that the TLDR is that octopi are definitely aliens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a really
Whoa.
weird animal. It has like no analogous comparison on Earth. They're super
Can't believe
smart.
I did that. We will pass the turn.
Okay, so Wales, let's have a chat here. Are you actually going to kill me next turn?
I don't know.
I shuffled away a tidal bore, a
So
high tide,
I mean,
and
I wasn't planning
a
on it.
merchant scroll.
because if you give me an
Damn.
I don't know, I'm going to have to act. So
Well, I think the Tatyova players are more of a threat.
I agree.
Like,
Cool. Good
you're
talk.
great, but I'm just
Okay.
gonna keep murdering them.
Good talk.
I wish you were on the same page because they are an imminent threat, but I guess I
Yeah,
am
like-
scarier than Tatyova, which makes Battlecry Goblin the new
Like I said,
boogeyman
it
of
was
the format.
like I said, just the first poke.
Draw for turn.
What's
What-
a little poke between friends?
Yeah, that's right. One hit does not indicate more hits. It's just one.
I don't want to do math. I'll just assume. All right, 2 blockers, 4 mana. I just then like 10 goblins. That's good math, right? That's horrible math. I will send or move to declare taggers.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you have 7 goblins. Clay, you have these 4. I'll make another goblin. And that's also going at Alex.
Okay.
You have
So-
responses, Alex.
I can block 2 of them.
Before blockers.
Clay's sensing that he needs an ally.
Oh no, let him die.
I'm going to resculpt the Battlecry Goblin. Pump, 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 pump.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to. It's just I need to sit here and think about it, so I scare you guys and look like I have things to do in hand. Activate Battlecry Goblin. Then resculpt resolves.
Chris says 3 hearts too. Yeah, that's weird. That's super weird. Octopi.
This is that 4/4. This thing.
Yep. Wow.
Okay.
Good pick.
That is less damage over the course of the game, but that does hurt. Yeah, that's like the lesser of 2 weevils right there. They both
So-
taste bad.
So 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 total.
6. Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, move blocks.
I will block both goblins with these dudes.
All right. We'll have these ones get blocked. You'll take
We'll go to damage
12
or
wound damage.
Took mine.
2 goblins die. And
that's
I pass.
about as blistering fast as it gets in this
I missed the
format.
land drop. Pretty brutal.
All right. Well,
So
I
we're
shall
gonna...
depart then. Thank you for the game.
Yeah.
See ya. GG.
Alex,
GG.
thanks for joining us, bud.
Yeah, no problem.
Crazy. We'll definitely get you in for more games. Maybe they'll last longer than what is this, turn 4?
20 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes it'd
All
be that
right.
way. I'm gonna cast Corrupted Conviction, sacrificing Gollum. And yep, Gollum will go to... I think we're gonna have him go to the graveyard is the thought. So I'm actually gonna keep him kind of over here a little bit, just because I need to be able to see what's there. Or maybe I'll just put him in the second slot. Yeah. So I think that's what I want to do with him. Or do I just want to bring him back and then recast him? I can bring him back and recast him. We're gonna send him to the graveyard, and we'll draw 2. And then I'm gonna pay 1 more. Well, let's see. Interesting. What do I want to do with this? This deck is really strange, chat, so just have to forgive me for the weird play lines that I don't know how to navigate yet. Okay, cool. I'll just leave it at that and then draw for turn. Well, that was good. So we'll go Sanitarium Skeleton, pay 1, sacrifice Sanitarium Skeleton, and we'll...
To Viscera.
Yeah, to the... actually, no, to the Gollum. So I can bring it back to my hand.
Okay.
And then 1, 2 for Gollum.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Viscera Seer is going to poke 1 at you, Clay.
Wait, so were you tempted? Did you make a ring bear?
Yeah, so yeah, this is a ring bearer. Yep, pardon me. So we're gonna get our infinity token out, baby. Add a counter. And with that, yep. So when it left the battlefield, I was tempted. So I tempted and made the Viscera Seer the ring bearer. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to pass the turn to you, Clay. And I'm gonna edit this token. We gotta make ourselves a cool ring. I'm getting kind of experienced at making the ring here. Oh, I've been meaning to make it vertical too, so that I could put the Eye of Sauron in it. Wouldn't that be cool?
Whoa, yeah.
That's the way to do it, isn't it? So we gotta go like this. That's a little bit harder. It's a lot of it harder.
All right, so out of desperation.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Peregrine
I
Drake.
don't like that. No response.
No me gusta. I have no response to that.
Okay,
It's a blocker.
there it is. I'll pass the turn.
I have 8 goblin tokens, a 1/2, and a 4/4 antelope elemental.
I thought you said antelope there for a second.
I did. Yeah. I mean, it looks like an antelope to me. Draw for turn.
Chat, I know my drawing skills are looking really bad right now. And it's okay because I'm basically drawing in Microsoft Paint.
I can't even see it. Oh, there you go.
Try to get like the Eye of Sauron, you know, mixed with the ring, like the eye is in the middle, you know, something like that. go like that. Yeah. All spoopy.
Play mountain. I'll cast Seething Song.
Oh, yeah.
5 red floating.
Jeez.
I'll
Sheesh.
cast Battlecry Goblin using 4 of that floating.
Yep.
Counterspell.
You got it.
Yep.
Move to declare attackers.
Mm-hmm.
I will swing 9, 13 power worth of creatures at Clay.
Rar.
13 power. I'll block one of the 1/1s.
Cool. I mean, I have a 1/2 if you want to block that.
That's actually a better idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
It do grow. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll pass.
Okay, so that's a 12? 12.
Let's see. 4, 8, 12.
Yep. Okay. Going to my turn. Draw for turn.
So you're down to 9, right? Wait. Oh, I see it as 21 still. Maybe I need to update my thing or refresh.
Yeah, I think Clay needs to update his life total. I see 21.
No,
No,
it is.
it did.
Oh, there we go.
in
Now
the-
it's going. There it is.
In the game log, it showed that Clay updated it. It just visually didn't.
Oh, weird. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of strange, isn't it?
Spell table's kind of buggy.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit buggy. Well, geez. Oh, geez, Rick.
I mean, send it at Clay.
It's interesting. The changes that I'm looking to make to this deck are the grave flicker effects are kind of like the most efficient way to use Gollum, because the whole loop of trying to like play creature, sack it, bring it back to your hand, and then redeploy it is a lot of mana in this aggro deck where I want to be like swinging with Gollum. So the grave flicker effects are really, really good in that way, and I don't have any right now, and I feel like I just want like 20 of these in the deck.
Well, that's dumb.
That's dumb. Don't do that. We don't have. Let's see. Well, I guess I could punch through on the Peregrine Drake, but
The other's got Skulk, right?
yep, Scott.
So
Skull.
why, Ryan? Why would you?
No, I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm just considering it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not
I guess
actually planning on it. So
If you can't kill Clay, then it doesn't matter. But if you had been like punching in the face, maybe Clay would be dead, because Clay could just untap and win still.
yeah, he could untap and do stuff. I'm gonna play this Study Hall, and I am gonna punch you, Whales.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we're going to go 1 mana, Changeling Outcast. And I'll pass the turn.
Sweet.
So maybe a slower start is better for me in this deck.
Well, fast starts definitely have impacts on the game. That's for damn sure. Yeah.
Because I can still kill like a player on turn 4 by
Mhm.
myself with
Oh, yeah.
a slow start.
Yeah, the question's
consistently.
always going to be for you, like, what is the table going to allow you to develop on, right? Because that's
Preordain?
Preordain. That's a
Yep.
great Preordain, by the way.
I love it.
So scry 2.
Because if
one,
you if you punch
two.
at the wrong person, then they dumpster you and you don't do anything, which is hard. So there's kind of that
Good.
fine line.
Those 2 go to the bottom.
Yep.
Draw a card. Okay, so what do we have here? Do we have here? What can we do? What can we do?
Somebody that I want to get more to play. Oh, Clay, you're showing us your hand.
Oh no, this is
Oh, that's
my
your graveyard. Oh, okay. Somebody that I want to see in more of our cPDH games is Derek, who's always on the Let's Builds and stuff, because he really understands aggro super, super well, and his kind of thought process around around how to leverage the resources at the table is awesome. It's something that I want to explore more from a strategic standpoint.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of him talking during the Golem build,
Yep.
and then talking about like having no dead cards in hand as aggro was it spoke to me.
Yeah, for sure.
So Mystic mixed a Sanctuary.
Yep.
Yep.
Trigger. We'll put Ponder.
Yep.
On top.
Oh boy. Powerful magic.
We'll play Memnotic Wall.
Yep. So I'm not even gonna be able to kill Clay next turn.
ETB trigger.
You are not able to kill him, but you are able to eat his combo pieces. Because he is forced to block the 4/4.
Okay. Pass turn.
On tap. Keep a draw.
Oh, Wales, you would love the Goblin tokens I have. They're
Yep.
they're David Bowie from the Labyrinth.
I'm unfamiliar. I can't picture it at least, but
Everybody stop the stream right now.
Do I need to pull these out?
yeah,
I
if you
do.
don't mind, that would be amazing.
Oh my god. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but like
I've seen it. It's like maybe I haven't. Is it that the Spanish one, the Guillermo del Toro thing?
no, you're
No.
thinking of Labyrinth. Or sorry,
Oh.
Pan's Labyrinth. That's also an amazing movie, but Guillermo del Toro. I have an amazing red aggro goblin deck here for 60 card. Where Goblin Grenade is amazing.
I did pass the turn, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I guess I just swing everything and play, and then pray. I got a better idea. Encore.
There you go.
And
Found the line.
Well, Encore.
Gives him the 1 power. Yeah. Because you have to block
For each opponent. Yeah.
But one of them's attacking me. So.
Yeah. And I'll move to combat. Claire attackers. Clay's got 9 gobos, and Ryan's got 1, and I'll send the elemental at Clay.
Okay.
I will declare no blocks.
Okay. The elemental with the Memnotic Wall, and one of the gobos with yep. And then
Sure.
that's 8.
8 damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Play mountain. And then do these go in the end step? I stack it. Beginning of the next end step. Yeah. I'll move to end step, sack them, make 2 treasure.
Cool.
Okay.
So end step, I am going to pay 1 to cast Village Rites on Gollum.
Sure.
Gollum will die. The only question is, do I put it to the command zone this time? I think so. It's awfully tempting. You get it? Oh my god, I just did a pun there. That was on accident. I love those. So yeah, Gollum will die. The question is, do I send it? I think it is going to go to my command zone. And I'm going to draw 2. We're going to get a tempt trigger. So we're going to progress into the looting part of it. And I'm going to draw 2. Oh. Well, huh.
Your Viscera Seer's untapped, right? Oh no, this is my end step.
step. Yep. I will pay 2 and cast Echoing Decay, targeting your goblins.
All right. No, Clay, the first time like I ever played, I asked you about this card. You said it was bad. Now it's murdering all my goblins. I just am sad.
It got good when Gut got good, and when TPI got good, and when Abdel got good.
Oh,
It's kind of
yeah.
insane. I
It's
just
not
drew
good
this.
against Gut. It's
What?
only good against Gut if
No,
the
it's
leader's
amazing
not
against
out.
Gut. Yeah, because you can kill Gut with it, or if they don't have leader, then you can kill all the skeletons, and it kills all the skeletons from initiative players. So it's
I'm not the control player. I'm an aggro player.
I know.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
We got the Echoing Decay, though. That was right off the top there. I'll draw for turn. We're going to go Swamp. And let's go... Oh, and when we tempted, sorry, we moved it over to the Changeling Outcast here to swap. So we're going to go to Combat, and it's going to be... see, can I do this stuff? Yes. Changeling at you, Clay, and Viscera Seer at you, Wales.
So, hold on a sec. Before you attack.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. You've already the thing that I had in my head.
Cool.
Yeah, you've already taken care of it. Okay.
I've got a trigger, so I'm going to loot, draw, and then I'm going to discard
Is
Gorgon
that-
Recluse.
Is that thing unblockable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll pay 2, and I'll Madness in the Gorgon Recluse off of the loot, and then we'll go to damage. Okay, we got Clay, and then Wales just 1 on you.
Yep, take 1.
And then second main, I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and play Thorn of the Black Rose, gain the Monarch.
Oh, death touch, death touch.
And with that, I'm going to go to end step, draw a card, and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Alex says, phone thinks GG should be good with lots of exclamations.
Mm-hmm.
Alex says, we did our best, Clay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think this game would have gone really different if Wales hadn't done the most massive turn 3. Was that turn 2 or turn 3?
Turn 3.
Turn
I thought
3.
I could do it turn 1, but I just was wrong.
We might have to interview about this deck sometime. That's this is faster than Gut.
It is. I mean, from what I watched, I thought Gut was always slow in the damage department, but whenever I do,
yeah,
like Gut is really resilient, which I admire.
Well, it ramps through it. The damage accelerates really rapidly, right? You go from like you can hit for 30 on turn 5, so it's a lot.
But yeah, my forces are mostly been wiped out, which is unfortunate to say the least. Combat 4/4 coming at you.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and eat that with Thorn of the Black Rose.
Sure. Play Mountain. Goblin Matron.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go get yourself.
Got any recommendations?
What do you probably want to get like a what's the Beetleback Chieftain? Is that the biggest one you can get?
I don't know that card.
Beetleback Chieftain's 4 mana, makes 2 1/1s, and it's a 2/2.
Oh yeah. If I want to go wide again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Hordling Outburst, but you get a 2/2, and it's tutorable.
Ooh, Goblin General.
There's another one. Yeah. It's a funky one though, and it's always kind of a funky card though, because it's like doesn't it have to? It's like has to attack, and it's like a 1/1.
We're a Goblin Chirurgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I'm on the Beetleback Chief. I kind of like that. I would never have thought to get this.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll cast it.
Yep.
Using a treasure. And I'll make 2 Goblin tokens, shuffle up, and pass.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Yeah, we're not out of the woods here by any means.
At all.
No. Always a fight. So I do have a way to loot, which is good.
Well, I think his deck has the better opportunity to swarm than yours
Yeah,
does
for sure,
to build. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the Beetleback Chieftain makes it harder for me to like sit on the Monarch, so it's going to be a bit of a symmetrical effect here. But that's okay. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do that. And you're going to get the Battlecry Goblin out next time, so that's going to be... Is it 6 mana now?
Yep.
Yeah, 6 mana. So you won't be able... If you have a land, you could activate it. But...
Right. Yeah. So maybe a 3-drop would have been better, but I don't think there's any army in a bottle 3-drops for goblins.
I'm going to pay 5 and cast... maybe I don't want to be... Like, I could try and scry right now and then set up my loot with the study hall. It's scry 2. It's not insignificant. But we're just going to do, I think, this and just cast it. I'd really like to be able to scry 2 right now, but don't think I have the mana to do that. Well, you know what? Actually, I can, I think. Wait, no. So 1. If I do that, then I have the... Okay. Yeah, we'll cast it. And then we're going to cast... let's see. We're going to go to combat. Going to swing the Changeling Outcast and the... I mean, I could just swing everything right now and
Who's your ring bearer?
go for the race. It's this one right here with the ring over it.
Unblockable.
Unblockable, yeah. This one will get chump blocked, so we'll just... Oh, you know what? There's something else here. Hold on. I need to think about this a little more clearly. So, paid 4 for this. If I... Oh, that's fucking spicy. Wow. And then how many goblins can you attack with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 5 power. So you won't actually create the with the ferocious or the pack tactics.
It counts itself, right?
But it's not.
And I'd have to.
Oh, you would have to have a land.
It has to attack.
How many cards do you have in hand?
0. And my commander has to attack.
So you'd have to top deck a land next turn to get the pack tactics. Because you could cast it, play a land. Do I want to take that risk?
Yep.
Okay, so what we're going to do here, this is experiments, okay? So we're just going to try this out. This is one of the things the deck can do. So we're going to go Kaya's Ghost Form on Gollum.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to sack Gollum with Viscerous here.
Sure.
And so the first thing that's going to happen is that Kaya's Ghost Form is going to trigger. And it's going to return Gollum back to the battlefield. And when it leaves, I'm going to tempt, which is going to go on the Changeling Outcast. So it's level 3 now. And then I'm going to scry 1. That's kind of fine, I guess. But I could actually just bottom that too, because I'm going to get to scry again. So yeah, we'll bottom this, I think. Yeah, we'll bottom that. And then I'm going to pay 1 to cast Feign Death, targeting Gollum.
Yep.
And does this return it to the battlefield tapped? It does. So this would actually be better if I was blocking and doing this, but I guess I want to get the pressure. So I'm gonna sacrifice Gollum again, and Feign Death
Mhm.
is gonna return him tapped with a +1/+1 counter, and I'm gonna tempt again on the Changeling Outcast, and I'm gonna scry 1, and I'm going to bottom that. And then I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing Changeling Outcast and Gorgon Recluse at you, Whales.
How does this
So there's a
recluse?
trigger, so I'm going to loot
If I
first.
blocked with everything, it would kill everything. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not doing that.
So I'm going to
No
loot
blocks.
first, and I'm going to pitch this swamp. Okay, no blocks.
Take
so
3.
You'll take 3, and then the ring is going to make you take another 3. So you'll take 6 in total.
Ooh.
And then with that, I'm going to pass the turn.
On tap.
Hey, what's up, Mana Rager? Good to see you. Alex says I
Draw
had
for
counterspell,
turn.
but nothing was cast. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Oh, and I need to draw a card off Monarch too.
Sure.
There you go. Was it a land?
No.
Oh, good.
I would have
good.
played it already.
You just want to windmill slam that
And-
thing.
I have a bunch of stupid rituals that give me 1 mana as well, right? Because I really love
yeah.
0 mana goblins. So, it was a Reckless Impulse.
That's a really good card, though. That's a hell of a top deck.
There's a land, and there's a Goblin War Drums.
Sheesh. Some good hits. You got a long ways to go, but yeah.
I'll play that land and cast Goblin War Drums.
Da-dum, 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 da-dum. It's like that scene in Lord of the Rings where it's like drums in the deep.
Well, this is Menace, right?
Yeah, it's Menace.
And then I'll start chipping in there.
Get that money.
Get that money, honey.
3.
Yep. And with that, I will think. Wonder if I get anything out of. No, I'll just take it. Yeah, so 3 damage. Oh, no blocks.
I mean, they have Menace.
Oh, they do. Yeah, got it. Yep. So 1, 2, 3.
Why is your Golem? Is that a counter on Golem?
Yes,
Why
it
is
is.
it a 4/2?
Because of the Feign Death.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll get the Monarch.
Yep, you
draw
will.
for Monarch. And pass.
All right. I will draw for turn. Jeez. Whoa! Oh, this deck is so cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to combat and swing. Swing with the team. Yeah, we'll just swing with the team.
Sure. You have your attack triggers.
Yep. We're gonna loot first. Huh. What do I actually need out of here? Jeez. I guess I don't need this one. So I'll get rid of return to action. And then, any blocks?
I'll block Golem with the Goblin, and then
Okay.
I'll take.
Take 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll take 4, and then you'll lose 3 due to the ring.
Sure.
And then I am going to pay 1. Any cards in hand?
1 card in hand.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast
You get
Gary.
the Monarch.
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
And I will gain
Down to 1.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then
There's
I'm
not-
going to pay 1 for supernatural stamina targeting Gary.
GG.
And then we sack him. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, even if I drew a mountain last
Oh.
turn, it wouldn't have saved anything. I guess I needed to pivot and kill you when you started attacking me. Maybe, who knows, right?
It's tough, yeah, because you're like you put yourself in the position to be the most authoritative attacker, and so and you don't really have like a ton of interaction in your deck for killing. Like, how many kill spells do you have? Is it like 8 or
Not
something?
many.
Yeah.
No.
I probably have about the same number, but you put yourself in this position where it's like you had the ability to do like the most damage, and there's kind of this gambit, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
GG.
I have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Share. Do share.
Well, it's one of those things. It's classic. I mean, Ryan might be playing an more aggro deck, but it's the classic mid-range player leveraging the aggro player. So it could have been used. You could have spread the love a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Because before the deal I was going to make with Ryan before he echoing decayed your tokens, if he didn't have that, was to allow me the opportunity to have a turn because I had Ponder on top, and I was going to dig. I was trying. The reason why I was digging was for Flux.
Yeah, yeah. So the thing that changed this game though, and the thing that swapped everything and made it like very different was me finding Echoing Decay. So if you think about it this way, like if I hadn't had Echoing Decay, this would have been way, way closer, right?
Yeah.
So like me finding that card is kind of like a spiky thing that just happened, but like if you think about how this would have played out, if you had actually just had 9 goblins in play and we were like swinging at each other right now, it would be like way, way closer. So I don't think that you necessarily did anything wrong, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, like that's just kind of the tough thing with aggro decks is that you oftentimes find yourself either in the position where if you swing out at somebody that you need to kill, that the other person kills you. But if you don't swing out, then you don't have enough pressure to actually kill the player who's going to present the combo, right? Like in this case, if you didn't actually kill Clay, then he has Peregrine Drake and Ghostly or Peregrine Drake and Pneumatic Wall in play, and he doesn't necessarily have Ghostly Flicker, but he has the pieces in play to just go off. And because you don't have any reactive tools really, or not that many to like deal with that kind of a thing, then you're kind of like aggro decks sometimes find themselves in like the damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of a position. But I think that's I found myself in that position with this deck last night even. So yeah, but I don't think you did anything necessarily wrong there. It's just the Echoing Decay was like completely savage.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and I also like had Monarch in hand too, which was in my opening hand, which felt bad, but like at the same time, like having Monarch in that particular scenario was like wipe the board, play Monarch is like a classic control play pattern that was really, really favorable for me in that particular moment. So my hand was good, is what I'm trying to say. Like I even had Darkness in hand, so just you know.
I think the only thing I maybe should have done differently was instead of getting Beetleback Chief in the end, gotten Mog War Marshal, so I didn't have to sack a treasure, and then I could get my commander out again
Oh,
next turn.
that's a possibility. The only thing is that you wouldn't have been able to swing. Let's see, what would that have done? You would have been able to block with the Mog War Marshal. Actually, that would have been good, yeah, because you could have blocked the Gorgon Recluse, gotten the
I would
token,
have
and you would
14
have had
power.
3 tokens. I mean, I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the game because
No.
you would have been able to play the Goblin, which would have applied more pressure, but then you wouldn't have been able to kill me, and I would have played the Gary, right?
I would have been on like 3-turn lethal, I guess.
Right.
So yeah, I
Now
don't
the
think it would
mistake
change
I made
anything.
this game was actually like the Viscera Seer. I shouldn't have attacked with the Viscera Seer because that was one potential line that you wouldn't see because you don't see what's in my hand. But having that free sack outlet was critical for me being able to play Gary and flicker it. So
Yeah, I
So,
saw it and I was surprised.
Alex is asking if there was any critiques for him. I
don't
think you
think so.
sent it. Yeah, I think you sent it the
Yeah.
way that you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no criticisms there. I mean, one thing that we talk about in the server quite a bit is this idea of like knowing when to take from your game, like what to take and lessons from your game. Because sometimes you actually, there's a couple of things that can happen. You can have a bad draft, and let me just pull up my here. You can have a bad draft where you are just simply outdrafted by what people bring to the table. And that happens, right? Like if you are the one combo player and there's like 2 mid-range players and an aggro player, your odds are really not good for winning. Because people are just going to be taking pot shots at you the whole game while they pressure each other. They also have kill spells, interaction, things like that. Whereas like if you are the control or the mid-range player and there's 3 combo players, that's also looking pretty scary, right? So that's like a bad draft. So when that happens, you might have things in the game that you could do differently that you can improve on, but like it's pretty hard. So there's that. There's also like in this game, it wasn't like an outdrafting. It was like whales had to start like hotter than the surface of the sun. So like I don't know how you do anything about that. And you had to run your creatures out for blockers, but the creatures are also combo creatures, which made you scarier than clay. So like you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, I think. And then in my case, like, you know, like I'm in this position where like I don't have like a ton of pressure to deploy, and so like I'm relying on Whales to do all this damage, and Whales is like that's all he can do, right? Like Whales can only apply pressure, and it would be like negligent to not apply pressure to a player who has like active combo cards in play. So it's sometimes games feel a little bit like pre-written.
Yeah.
Like the outcomes feel pre-written to me sometimes.
And Wales, your feel bad feeling about when you were attacking all out and Ryan was hitting you for chip damage. That was that's actually correct for Ryan to do.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
You're already taking care of the problem.
Yep.
So he's just gonna on the crackback, as it were. Unless he did something about the tokens, but on the crackback, he was just a next one in line.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, maybe I don't agree. It depends on Ryan's hand, right? If he has removal for my commander, it's pretty easy for him, I think, to team
like,
up with
price
me
you
and
out.
kill the combo players.
Well, yeah,
and then-
right. I could do that, but the thing is, if I do that, then it actually leads closer to the point in time where you just start hitting me, right?
Yeah.
So like
Right,
by
but
leaving
they
you
can-
to, right? So by like leaving you to do that, by not helping you with that, and it's different. So like if you had had a different start, we both would have had to attack them at the same time. But like you came out and you were like, you're hitting for like 24 damage, and I'm like, is my 3 damage actually changing that, or do I need to start thinking about the stage of the game where I'm going to be turning like a corner? But it didn't, right? And like
I think it would have taken a turn off of the combo player and closed a door potentially.
But I also don't need to, right?
Like he would lose the turn, so
right?
He'd be losing a turn.
Yeah, I'm losing a turn, and I had this in hand. I had the go through. Oh, I can't see it. I had the go for the throat in hand. So I was kind of like, you notice I like kept mana up a couple times. I like communicated. I was like, if you're gonna come after me, I'm gonna have to do something about that. But
right, if you had removal to deal with Battlecry Goblin, like my 1/1s are very ineffective with that.
Exactly, right. So that was my thought, was like transitioning to the next stage of the game. But basically, like your role was locked in really, really early. You had to be doing that one thing. And that's kind of like aggro decks, right? It's not to say that they're bad. It's just that they have like this like lane.
It's very narrow.
It's narrow and it's fixed, and it will shift based on what's in play. Like for example, a good example would be like, imagine this game, neither Clay nor Alex have any combo creatures in play. You might split your damage.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's wise. Like you're basically, because you're not being forced to, right? And then you can always like take your Battlecry Goblin, amp up this, turn up the pace. Now that could feel bad. That could feel really bad if the combo players then establish their combo cards and you don't have lethal on them. And so I tend to default in aggro to try and really, really pressure the combo players. And then my gambit is that I'm going to try and, with the board that I've developed, on the back of that, that like I'm going to be able to leverage that board state that I have to beat the control player or the mid-range player. So yeah, they've got things like Pestilence and Eye Blight's Ending and these other sweepers and stuff, but I've been allowed to develop, right? And that, and so, yeah. But anyways, this one felt in some ways like after that hot start, like that that like things were going to progress in a certain direction, and that I still might lose to the explosive power of the Battlecry Goblin, but that I was probably in a good position to take things pretty slow. So Alex says the hand was foil, high tide, Mystic Sanctuary. I couldn't have comboed, but one good draw and I'd win. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that's combo decks, right? Like it's purpose built. Everything in it is there to combo off, and so yeah. And not only that, but it's like not just one good draw, but it's like all the draws in your deck that lead you to the good draws, right? Like even a Ponder, Preordain, you know, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, GG for everyone here. Clay, are you trying to get another game in? Wales, you trying to get another game?
No, I have a date with some sunshine outside.
Good, for sure. And with that, I think we're going to wrap things up here. But for everyone who's watching, thanks for joining us today. If you want to leave us a like here and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, that's a great way to let the algorithm know that you're enjoying the content and that you want other people to see it. If you think your friends are enjoying this too, you can always post it on Twitter and let them know. Also, if you are interested at all in supporting the channel in other ways, I recommend taking a look at our Patreon. We have patreon.com/connoisseurs here. And there are 3 different tiers we have available from $2, $5, and $10 a month, where you can support the work that Clay and I are doing to expand awareness about the format and deepen our understanding of it. So from $2 a month, half a cup of coffee, all the way to 5, 10. This is a really high value one where I actually grant you access to the interfaces that I use and I'm constantly updating. If you want to make your own content, or if you just want to look really cool when you're hanging out with your friends in Discord and you have a custom nameplate, this is an enormous value. I just want to point that out. We have, you know, $50 to $100 to get these sort of interfaces from owned.gg. We also have some levels above that. If you're able to and you're really enthusiastic about what we're doing, we have a way to support us there. And with that, I also want to take a moment to thank all of our Patreons, all of our patrons who make this possible. We have a couple new ones here as well. Adgin, Jerry, Zach, Scooby, Chris, Mizu, William, Paul, Corey, Derek, Devin, Ian, Bobby, Jin Shooting Star, and of course, our longest running patron, Noyark. So these folks are all putting their money where their mouth is and supporting us in a financial way, which helps kind of validate what we're doing. And eventually, maybe someday, we have something that's self-sustaining that we can continue to crank out a ton of cPDH content. I've been daydreaming about this, Clay, with all the cool stuff that we want to make, with all the gameplay we could be making, with all the, you know, the Let's Build videos and stuff, that there is this like magical fairy tale Christmas land scenario where where we're, you know, full time between the two of us and we're like cranking out cPDH videos every day, and there's Let's Build stuff coming out every day, and the patrons are what are leading us towards that possible future. And there's so much of it. I have a crazy document with all the stuff I want to make on it, and Clay's also got crazy stuff up his sleeve too. We have something on Monday. I'm going to be putting out a thumbnail on this. This is Clay has roping me into a super spicy secret mono blue build, and I'm so here for it. So be there or be square. We're going to have stuff on Friday as well. I'm also going to be doing an interview, and I'll let you guys guess who it is. Alex has been trying to guess ever since I told him that I was doing this, but I'm going to be interviewing with a much larger content creator in the space who does a lot of really great cEDH content, who has taken an interest in cPDH, in Pauper Commander on the competitive side. So I'm going to be doing an interview with them on Monday, a relationship Clay facilitated, and that interview will be coming out probably maybe like within a week or so. It's hard to say, but yeah, I'll let you all guess as to who that is, but we're really honored, and it's actually been really fun to just be friends with them. So yeah, cPDH stuff coming down the line. So with that, thanks for joining us, Wales, Clay, appreciate you too.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
all right, Connoisseurs
right.
of Fine Common Cardboard, we'll catch you on the flip. See you later.
Sweet.